So, hello. We are going to be talking about making a tiny planet today. And first, we need a panoramic image, which is here in the distribution drive. Photo 1 folder, we go to Tiny Planet. There's the instructions, and here is the image I would like right there. So I'm going to right-click on it and click Open with Photoshop. And it should pop up here. And I'm just going to walk through the instructions that I gave you guys in class and explain everything so that it makes sense to you. We've opened this, so we're actually on step 4 already. And I'm going to go to Image, the image menu up here on top, Image Rotation to Flip Canvas Vertical, all the way down on the bottom. There it goes. And then I'm going to the image menu again, and I'm going to go to Image Size this time. Whoop. Where's image size? There it is. Went right past it. And now I'm going to change this. I want to make sure it's on pixels. If when you look here it says inches, which I think sometimes is the default, make sure you change it to pixels. And then you're going to this little guy. If these little things are here, it means it's constraining proportions. So if you change one, it'll change the other one so that they stay the correct proportion. I don't want that. I'm going to unclick it so that this little chain link is broken. And I'm going to make each of these 4,000 pixels. 4,000 pixels, and then it should look weird and distorted, right? It should look like that. I'm going to click OK, and it's going to take a minute while it goes through and changes it, and this looks really weird and distorted. And as soon as it's finished processing the size of my image and making it all kind of bizarre like this, I'm going to go up to the filter menu here. Oh, it is taking a long time. I thought that would go faster. But here, I'll show you filter menu right up here. And then I'm going to scroll down to distort polar coordinates. Oh, it's taking a long time. All right, so while that's doing it, I'm going to show you on this one, and then we're going to find our own image. So we're going to let that do that. I'm going to go here, and eventually, this is my sample image. So you guys are going to do the sample image, and then we're going to do one on our own. So I just put in 360 panorama, so 360 degrees all the way around me. And let's look at this. This is a nice big one. It looks fun. It's got a Ferris wheel. I like it. So I'm going to right click, not in the search, but over here when you click on the image to the right, so that I know I'm going to get the larger image. I'm going to copy the image, and then let's see. Then I have that ready for, look at that. It messed it up just like I want it to. And then I just don't need to worry about the copy image. That's just there waiting for me. I am going to go Control plus or Command plus. And then remember, I can press and hold the space bar and move it, but that makes it a little bigger and it moves it for me. So let's go back. I was just finding an image while I'm waiting. We're going to worry about that later. Coming back to this guy, I have just finished changing the pixel dimensions to 4,000. Now I go to Filter, then I go down to Distort Polar Coordinates. How come I don't see it? Wait. Filter, distort, there we go, polar coordinates. Woof, losing it right there for a moment. Oh, see, it looks weird. And then I want to make sure rectangular to polar is checked, this little bubble right here. Once that one is checked, then I click OK. Oh, look at that, it's magic. It made it into a tiny planet. How fun is that, right? Ta-da! Now, I want to make this final image 8 by 8, so I'm going to crop here. And oh, look at that, I already did this. So it does it for me. I like to be on width times height times resolution, so it's not a ratio, it's actually what I need. 8, and I do want to type in the inches to make sure it keeps that, times height times 300 pixels per inch. If your original image is 72, you can leave it at 72, that's fine. Pixels per inch. Now, I want to get rid of these, like, I don't know, these things. So it looks all cloudy, it looks more real. So I'm going to go over to my clone stamp. We've used the clone stamp before. You guys remember this, right? Remember, I can use the brackets to the right of the P to go bigger or smaller if it's not the size I want. That sounds pretty good. And I'm going to press and hold the Alt key when I'm over the clouds. Click once and then let go. And then I go, oh, look at this. Oh, it went off the page. So let's go here. Alt, click. And then I'm going to put those clouds up there so they're nice and pretty. Look at that. If I go over here, I'm still getting clouds. It's kind of coming in that part. So let's re-click. Alt, click, release the Alt button, and now I can see that I'm moving pixels from the plus up to, oh, that's a little bit too much the same. Maybe I want to change that up a little bit. Let's go over here. Alt, click. There. kind of move it so it doesn't look quite too uniform. Same thing over here. Let's get over here. Alt, click, get this corner all nice. So it's all cloudy in there. I don't have these weird streaky lines. Alt, click, release the Alt. Oh, I'm off the page. We'll go over here. Alt, click. This is a little close. There. Voila! So now it's a cloudy sky. It's a fun planet. I got all those things figured out, right? Yay! All right, now I then would go, I got a little confusing there, I think. Then I would go over to the internets, click on a search, type in, oops, how come it went away? 360 panorama, choose one. See, look at somebody already made it into a little planet. I'm looking for something that's got sky and land to work with. Some different, oh, that one could be cool too. All right, but I chose this one. So I right click on there. I click copy image. And now I'm going to go back to Photoshop and I'm going to go file new. Now the cool thing about this is that, see where it says clipboard? It's going to give me a new file that's the size of the thing I just copied. And I know it's nice and big, so that's good. So there's my size. I'm going to click create. And then I'm going to go Control V or Command V, bam, my image is right there. And let's just get rid of this thing right now. And I'm going to go right back to my directions. So I have the image. I go to image, you're repeating the same thing. Image rotation, flip vertical. There we go, done. Image size. I want pixels in here. I want these to both be 4,000. We'll leave the 72 resolution, click OK. And this is where we're just going to wait for it. Good things come to those who wait. And we're going to let it move it around and make it look all distorted. And then what do I do next? Do you remember? Do you remember? I bet you don't remember. You go to Filter, Distort, Polar Coordinates. This is going to take a long time. Oh, it's going faster. It's going faster. Let's just hope. Because this video gets really boring while we're just staring at a green line. Come on, green line, hurry up. You're almost there. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, green line. Oh, there we go. Now we know it's right because it looks all messed up. Perfect. So now we go to Filter, Distort, and Polar Coordinates. We want the rectangular to polar clicked. And we click OK. Voila! Let's make it smaller so we can actually see it. So we go Control or Command plus or minus. Oh, look at that. Now, let's go, not quite that small. Let's hold the space bar, move it in the middle. Now we got this, but that's okay. We can kind of play with that and we can blend it in there. So I'm going to go to my clone tool again. I'm going to take Alt, click, and move some of my cloud. Oh, that's interesting. Let's undo that. I don't like that. Command Z or Control Z. Oh, let's go over here. Alt, click, release the Alt. I like that better. So it can kind of come around. And then I'm going to go here, Alt, click, and I'm going to move these coming across here. So this is where, let's see. This looks pretty good. Let's do this. Alt, click, move these clouds up here. See, there's going to go off the side. I got to go a little lower. Alt, click. So wherever that plus is, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's fix that. Alt. Wherever that plus is, remember, is moving to where that circle, where the circle is. This one is a little less ideal with the way things are kind of curving for doing that. I don't like it. I don't want to see those edges. Undo, undo. Control Z. Let's come back here. Alt, click. And I would keep moving around and, you know, bringing these things around this way. There we go. This is better. It's more subtle. I think here, what do I want to do here? Maybe I'll heal this edge a little bit. Let's go up to my healing tool. I'm going to do a patch tool because that's going to keep my texture a little better. Kind of heal these together. Oh, what about that? Let's see. How does that go? I'm going to do Command D to deselect. It's better. It's better. And I keep playing. But I think you guys kind of get the idea. If I do this. No, I don't like it. is building up the clouds around here. I'm gonna go back to the clone tool. But that's basically it. That's what you want to do. You're taking, alt click. I want it to turn. Oh, sure. Nope, not that. And I'm moving my clouds around. So I would play with this some more. I keep playing. I move some of these over. I move some of these over. So I get, look at it. It's like a, whoop, it's like a squished thing. That's fun. But that's what you're making. A tiny planet. Have fun. Thank you.